Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a foundation review slash comparison between the L'Oreal True Match original and the new formula. Now I've been using the original formula for over 2 years on and off, and I've never done a review, so I thought this would be the perfect time to actually compare both formulas. And if you're like me and you still have the original formula, hopefully this video will help you decide if you should buy the new one or just stick to the old one and enjoy it till the end. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started. First and foremost, let's talk about the packaging because it's the most visible difference between both foundations. The original one comes in more of a hourglass type of shape because it has a little dent here on the side, whereas the original formula is a lot more sleek and long. They're both come in glass packaging, if I'm not mistaken. This is glass, and then the top pump and lid are made of plastic, but I do find that the original one looks a lot more sleek. Now the price for this one is exactly the same as the original one was, which is £9.99. I love it that they didn't increase the price. If they would have made it cheaper, it's always beneficial for everyone, but I'm glad that they didn't increase the price either. Both foundations carry 1 fluid ounce, which is 30 ml of product. Both have SPF 17, and I also got both in the same shade, which is W4. I'm an NC30 to NC35, and W4 matches me really nice. I never see a difference between my jawline and my neck. It just looks really good with my skin. Now when it comes to the shade range, there's 23 shades available at Boots. I am not entirely sure if the original formula had more shades than that, but if you guys know, please comment below. But 23 shades, I think it's a really good amount of shades, so more than likely you will find something that will match you. Now the claims of this foundation are on the Boots website, that True Match is a super blendable foundation. The new formula contains 3 new shade enhancers for shade matching precision, skin perfecting pigments, and the ultra gliding creamy texture gives you a homogeneous, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, finish, even better color matching, and more luminous and radiant skin than before, even longer wear and better comfort. And it's supposed to be, excuse me, your skin at its best. Now in the demo, I used the original formula on the right side of my face and the new formula on the left. And to apply my foundation, I use the Real Techniques buffing brush. You guys know how much I love this. I always do my reviews, or most of them, using this foundation because it just helps the foundation glide on the skin. Now, I didn't notice a huge difference when applying them when it comes to blendability. I do find that both of them blend really easy and somewhat exactly the same, so I didn't really notice all that much, to be honest. When it comes to the coverage of the foundation, I feel like this foundation gives you a good solid medium coverage, which is quite buildable to full coverage. I have a few breakouts, as I showed you guys before, on the left side of my jawline, and they're hormonal, you know, it's that time of the month, and I find that the foundation covered them really nicely without looking like kind of like mask like. So it just gave me a really good even skin tone without being too heavy on that particular area, and I also don't feel like I need to apply concealer at all. Now these 2 shades, although they're the same, W4, I don't think that they look the same on the skin. The original formula is more yellow in undertone with a little bit of gold in it, if that makes sense, whereas the new formula, although it has golden specks on it, because I will give you guys a close-up, it shows so much. There's like so much gold specks in it. I think it's the skin enhancers. Maybe it will give you kind of like a glow and radiance because of that. This shade over here is more beige and neutral than it is a golden shade, so they are not exactly the same. And when I look at myself in the mirror, although now that my makeup is completely done, I don't see much of a difference. I do see a difference when my face is completely bare, only with the foundation on. I can see that the original formula blends in with my skin a lot better than the new formula. I find the new formula is sitting on my skin and it shows that I'm wearing foundation. So when they say it's a little bit lighter, I don't know about that, because I feel like when I look at myself in the mirror, I actually see the foundation on, whereas this one, the original one, just blends in with my skin very, very nicely. When it comes to the longevity of the foundation on my skin, which is combination to oily, I feel that the original formula lasts a lot better than the new formula, just because the finishes are a little bit different. This is just my experience. Now, if you have extremely oily skin, I feel like the original formula will work for you a lot better than the new one, because even on the claims they're saying they have 3 different enhancers to give you kind of like a radiant finish. So this foundation, I would say, is mostly geared towards somebody who has normal to somewhat combination. Now, if you have dry skin, it doesn't entirely mean that this foundation will work for you, because I feel like this foundation is not forgiving on skin texture. So if you have a little bit of dryness, if you have enlarged pores like myself, this foundation is not forgiving. Neither is the original one. I find that they enhance the imperfections unless you use a really, really good primer that fills in your pores and gives you like a smooth canvas. I don't think you will like this foundation on yourselves. Now, me personally, I think this is a foundation for me to do a video, because it makes me look flawless, and I do really like how I look on camera with it. I like how I look when I take pictures, because the SPF 17 does not give a huge flashback. It really depends which camera you're using and the lighting. And I think this is a foundation to go out at night and not a foundation for during the day. During the day, I feel like this is obvious that you're wearing foundation. And me personally, I like foundations that give me a very, very natural look without looking cakey, without somebody looking at me and saying she is wearing makeup. Obviously, somebody who knows about makeup will see that I'm always wearing makeup majority of the time, but I don't like foundations that actually look like foundation. So for me, this is just a foundation to wear at night, especially the new formula. It really looks like I'm wearing makeup, whereas this one looks quite natural. I've used it during the day. I just don't think it's a foundation for me to wear, you know, on my day-to-day basis. So that is my comparison between the 2 L'Oreal True Match foundations. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.